Well, I'll tell you what I think.
Well, all I can say is I didn't know.
I wasn't part of that decision-making process.
How much time was saved?
I don't recall the time that was saved.
I don't recall remembering.
I can't answer that question. I'm not a cement engineer, I'm afraid.
Senator, I don't recall whether there's been action on that.
I think it's too early to reach conclusions with respect, Mr. Chairman. The investigations are ongoing.
Well, we're trying to find out what happened because none of us know.
I don't recall the number.
I can't recall that number. I was not part of that decision-making process. Can't possibly know the basis on which that decision was taken. I don't recall the time that was saved. It's impossible for me to answer that question. I'm afraid I can't recall that. And I don't recall that either. I was not involved in the decision-making. I can't answer your question. I can't recall that number, I'm afraid. I can't answer that question because I wasn't there. I'm afraid I can't recall. I'm afraid I can't recall that either. That was a decision I was not party to. I don't know. I'm afraid I don't know that either.
Mr. Hayward, it was horrific watching you claim not to know a damn thing about practically everything your company was doing, had or had not done with respect to the oil spill. Were you not briefed? Did you never ask a question? Do you give a damn about the answers? It's a good thing you're stepping away from this response. It's difficult to imagine your replacement could achieve this level of incompetence. Head back to your life. Those in the Gulf will continue to struggle for theirs.
So my question for you today is today Thursday? Yes or no?
It is Thursday.
Okay.
Yesterday, I watched Tony Hayward testify in front of members of the Senate. Seems that Tony doesn't really have a clue what's going on at his own company. I don't know. I can't recall. I wasn't involved. I didn't make that decision. Listen, Tony, do you have a company or not?
I'd like my life back.
Tony Hayward. So, you'd like your life back, would you? I bet you would. Well, you know what? You can have it back, all of it. But could you do us a favour? Take the oil with you, wanker.
The oil company is confirming that he's taking some time off to attend this glitzy yacht race off England's Isle of Wight, and even has a boat named Bob. However, BP insists the day off is a rare moment of private time for Hayward.
Tony Hayward, you think you can pull a pail and quit? Like it's that easy? You can run, but you can't hide. If you have any hint of conscience, you won't sleep until every drop of oil is gone, every bird clean, every fisherman back to work, and every wetland restored. So basically when hell freezes over. Seems to me you've got no grasp on the facts or the tragedy you allowed to happen. So when you're done losing racism, Bob, may I suggest you move to the US and join the GOP? Your cluelessness will fit right in.
He's got his life back, his life back, his life back.
Hi, Tony Hayward. It would be really easy for me to say something snide or sarcastic about BP or about you getting your life back. But instead I want to ask you one question. What is it you plan to do to begin to help repair the damage and devastation that your company has caused to the ecosystems, to the global economy, and to life on the planet itself?
I just sit back and watch in awe of how you always just make a total ass of yourself.
Dear Tony Hayward, aka BP CEO, former victim of the great oil catastrophe that was caused due to greed and corporate slime. I don't think you can put a price on the loss of land and the destruction of the Gulf Coast. And what your corporate greed did for the bottom dollar was destroy the Gulf Coast, the animals, the ecosystem, the fishermen's trade, 100 times worse than Katrina, and there's no price that you can put on the loss of the earth. You have blood on your hands. The future generations of children living in the Gulf region will not ever have these beaches back. We don't know how long and to what extent the destruction is, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
And you can't compensate for the animals.
He was in the UK watching his yacht in the Isle of Wight boat race.
Tony Hayward, this is Lucifer, with a message directly from Satan. You have done excellent work. Couldn't have done it better ourselves. And don't you worry, buddy. We'll get you out of this one way or another.
Of course, that anger heightened with those pictures of the yacht race coming out.
I thought that was the height of stupidity.
Hi, Mr. Tony at BP. My name is Calypso. I was named after Jacques Cousteau's ship. He was a nice man who took care of our oceans. I just have a question for you. All of my friends here sent Fleece down to help soak up the oil so he could save the lives of all of our animal friends. Do you hate animals? Why did you kill so many animals?
So what kind of company hires a guy like Tony Hayward to be their CEO? I mean, this guy is so disjointed and removed from the situation. He has absolutely zero idea of what's going on. I mean, there's oil all over birds, wildlife are dying, people have lost their jobs. This is going to affect the ecology of the environment for I don't even know how long, years to come. And he's acting like, I don't know. He goes in front of Congress, I can't answer that. Dude, are you just an idiot or what? So see, that's really my question to Tony Hayward. Are you really that stupid?
You are an idiot.
Hey Tony, I've got an idea. How about BP takes all that money that you're blowing on your PR campaign over this Gulf spill? Because, let's face it, I mean, after whining about wanting your life back and the yacht races and Chairman Sponberg's small people comments, you've really blown any goodwill that your PR campaign could have possibly produced. So, why don't we take all that money and actually invest it in developing something that would actually be beyond petroleum? I think that'd be a really good place to start.
Tony Hayward, here's my first question. You think we're a bunch of idiots? Listening to you last week, I think BP stood for blind putts. Oh, I don't know what's going on, I'm just the CEO. You're a bullshit profiteer. Here's a real question, Tony. What are you going to do when B stands for biofuels and P stands for things like photovoltaic to run things like plug-in hybrid cars? Then BP will stand for boating to purgatory, which is where I hope you'll go. Bye-bye, Tony.
Remember. That's pretty much it.